There is a conversation that you've been putting off, maybe for days or weeks, and you know it needs to happen. You've rehearsed it in your head more times than you can count, and still, every time the moment is there, something stops you. Maybe you are afraid of how they will react or that you will lose the connection with them, or maybe you just do not know how to begin. If that's familiar, this video is for you. And I want to give you something practical today. Not a script, but a simple way of approaching the conversation that keeps you grounded in yourself, from the first breath to the last word. The reason difficult conversations feel so hard isn't usually the conversation itself. It's what happens inside you before it even starts. So your nervous system picks up a threat. Your heart rate goes up and your mind starts to prepare to defend itself or finding the perfect argument or how to escape the conversation. And from that activated place, you walk into the conversation already braced, already slightly gone from yourself. And that's where things tend to go sideways. Not because you said a wrong thing, but because you were already too flooded to stay open. So the most important thing you can do before a difficult conversation has nothing to do with what you're going to say. It's about how you are going to start. So here is how I think about it in 4 steps. Step 1, pause and tune in before you begin. Before you even say a word, take a breath and notice your first reaction. Do you feel anxiety or anger, a need to defend yourself? And just notice it. You don't have to act on it. And then you ask yourself, what do I need right now to stay open? Maybe you have to take 1 slow breath. Maybe you have to remind yourself that you can handle this. Whatever it is, give that to yourself first. This way you start the conversation differently because you've checked in with yourself. Step 2. Open the conversation with honesty, not with the accusation. The first sentence matters a lot. If you start with blaming, the other person will start to defend. And now you're in a fight and not a conversation. Something that works is simply naming the difference without making it a problem. Something like, I think we see this differently, and I would like to understand your perspective and share mine. And that 1 sentence keeps the door open. It signals that you are not here to win, that you're here to actually talk. Step 3. Listen before you counter, and this is a hard one. When someone is speaking and part of you disagrees, the instinct is to start preparing your response. And in doing that, you stop actually hearing them. Try to stay with whatever they are saying all the way to the end. Let it in, let it land. And if things get heated or the conversation starts to feel like blame rather than dialogue, you can gently redirect. Ask, how has this been for you personally? That question brings things back to feelings and experience, which is where real understanding can happen. Step 4. End with respect, no matter the outcome. Not every difficult conversation has to come to an agreement, and that's okay. What matters is that you stayed yourself through it, that you said what you needed to say, that you listened, and that you can close it with something honest, something like, well, we might not agree, but I'm glad we talked. And if at any point a conversation becomes too much, if you feel overwhelmed, or the other person gets into something you can't stay open to, you are allowed to step back. Saying, I don't want to continue this right now, is not giving up. It's taking care of yourself so you can come back when you are ready. And that is not weakness. That is self-gentleness in action. Self-gentleness is the practice of radically accepting yourself as the most important person to consistently deserve your own gentleness. And in difficult conversation, that means staying close to yourself, even while you're trying to stay close to someone else. You are allowed to turn inward without turning away. And if you're curious where you are in the self-gentleness process right now, I made a short quiz that might help you see yourself a little bit more clearly. You will find the link below. And if this resonated, I would love for you to subscribe. I make one video every week, and this is exactly the kind of thing we explore. I will see you in the next one. Sending you all my love. Bye-bye.